Today is our business school. Thank you. I can see a lot of people online. Thank you for coming online yesterday, and thank you for participating in the session last week. Today will be another exciting session. Today we'll be talking about investment decisions, and I hope that you learn a lot today. Thank you. Last week we talked about access to capital. This week we are going to talk about making decisions with the capital and the resources you have. So that's what we'll be discussing today. I want you to be consistent online today, because after the session there will be opportunities to win one or two things, and that will be based on how much you can answer questions and things that we ask you. So it's very important that you participate throughout the sessions and learn all you need to learn. Like I told you last week, after this series of training, hopefully by next week we are going to round up this session on the business school, and we'll be supporting a few people to start up their business and to scale up their living. So it's very important that you pay attention to the end. Let's have a word of prayer. Father, we thank you for today. Thank you for our training. Today is a success. We appreciate your loving kindness. Thank you because you are able to teach us by your Spirit, and we'll learn to improve ourselves and our lives in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you, like I said, for coming online. So today, like I mentioned earlier, we'll be treating investment decisions. Investment decisions. I want you to know that your success in life is not based on your location, where you are living, your environment, or the circumstances around you. Your success is determined by who you are, because what you can get from life depends on how much you can build yourself to see opportunities and to take advantages of the opportunities that surround you. Wherever you are, there are opportunities, there are things you can do to improve your life, to scale up your living, and help you be a better person. So, like I said, investment decisions. How do you deploy your capital? How do you make adequate and optimal use of the resources at your disposal? If you are going to make a decision to go into any business, you must understand the environment of the business. You must understand your environment, and you must understand the business itself. So it's important for you to know that you shouldn't do anything you are not fully accustomed to, or you are not fully informed about any business that you don't know about, that you don't have adequate information about. Don't venture into it. Don't do such business, no matter how lucrative or attractive or whatever this business seems to be. You must know everything about the business you want to get into. But before we proceed further, I'd like to tell you some major critical businesses you can do that is sustainable, that you're sure to always have patronage. There are some businesses that you do, no matter what happens, you are always having patronage. So I would like to talk about the real estate. Food. Number one is food. Number two is real estate. These are appeals to the human need of people, things that people always need. Real estate, transportation, clothing, and information. So that's what we call Strategiee's pentagon of investment. That's what we tagged it in our business group. Strategiee's pentagon on investment: food, real estate, transportation, clothing, and information. People always look for food, no matter the situation, no matter, even if the country is at war, people always eat. There's no doubt about that. Then people always need accommodation. They always need where to stay. Transportation. They always want to move from one place to the other. Whatever the situation, anywhere you're staying, people always want to move from one point to the other. So that transportation, clothing, and information. Those are the 5 pentagon of investment. Things that people always need. So you look around you and look at these opportunities. How can you take advantage of opportunities like this? What can you do in your surrounding environment? What opportunities are available for you? You want to make sustainable income. You want to have regular source of income. So you look at the options you can take from these 5. I encourage you to take one of these 5. Information has to do with maybe you have a business center, just generating information for people, internet business, anything that has to do with information. In the developed countries, in Africa, some people sell airtime for people loading their phones, anything that has to do with the internet, with information, what processing, all those stuff. Transportation, you can have small scale. This business training is geared for people that have that are interested in investment between $100,000 and $10,000, like micro, small, and medium scale investment. Mainly micro and small scale. So if you are thinking of investment between $100 and $10,000, this training is for you. You are looking at investing in food, in real estate. When I say real estate, what do I mean? I mean accommodation. Maybe you're staying somewhere where around the place where students are living. You can decide to provide just based on the income you have or whatever you have. You can decide to build a block of hostels or a self-contained apartment near a university, something you can lease out. An environment. Don't go build your property somewhere people cannot rent. Last week I talked about people that go to build their houses in the village and their houses are just there, redundant, not generating any income for them. They go to the house maybe once in a year during Christmas. That's a waste of fund. That's a waste of resources. So if you are going to invest in real estate, look at students, hostel. You can decide to provide cheap accommodation for students. I encourage you to focus on students. All you need is a good caretaker to look after the property for you, or if you have time by yourself, you can manage the property by yourself and make sure that you're getting returns on your rent, on your investment. I talked about food. In Lagos, when I was in Lagos, there were these guys, very young guys. They wake up early in the morning, like 5 a.m. and they fry yam, they fry beans, they fry all kind of food, and they just do it by the roadside, and people passing early in the morning, they buy all this food. Before you know it, by 7 o'clock, 7:30, they are done with that business. Just between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. They make a lot of money. If you are interested in transportation, there are some. If you have a car that you're just driving and parking, maybe you have a job you're doing and you just drive your car to the office in the morning and come back in the evening, you can decide to give that car to somebody to do transport for you, Uber, or to make money for you. You need to be making money every day. If what you are earning is less than what you're spending, you're broke. It's just a matter of time. If what you're giving out is more than what is coming in for you every week, you are a broke person. So you need sustainable income. You need money coming in. You see, I'm not using all these business jargons or technical words, economic words, because I want you to understand. I said food, real estate, transportation, clothes. Some ladies sell clothes. These are the areas of investment you should look at if you are into micro or small scale investment, or even medium scale. I said if you're investing between $100 and maybe and $10,000. These are things you should look at. Then we'll go to what I call enemies of investment. What are the enemies of investment? They are critical. According to our business school, there are 3 identified enemies of small scale investment. 3 identified enemies small scale investment. Number 1 is family pressure or family need. You know, a lot of people, they start a business, before you know it, their family members begin to, maybe they are selling food, they begin to feed from that food. That's why I encourage people not to have children they cannot take care of. You know, you're just a young man and you are just trying to get by, but you have 5 kids, 6 kids, 7 kids. Some people have 8 to 10 kids. You know, and it's not like even the richest men of this world, they have just 2 kids, 3 kids. You know, but you are just trying to get by. You shouldn't have more than 2 kids. More than 2 kids maximum. You know, if you have a kid, it's okay. If you have 2 kids, good. You know, when you start having 4 or 5 kids, the money, the investment you have, the money, the income you are generating will be taken away by family need. If you are selling food, or you're selling clothes, before you know it, whatever business you are doing out of these 5, you know, I mentioned our pentagon of investment. We said Strategiee's pentagon of investment: food, real estate, transportation, clothing, and information. Let's take for example for food, and you know, you have family pressure always to take money from that investment. You shouldn't have allow your family pressure to road off your investment or to eat into your income. So you have to balance things. I did not say you should not take care of your family, but you have to strike a balance. That's why I always encourage people to only have children they can take care of. Number 2 is greed. If you are investing, one enemy of your investment is greed. If you are greedy, if you are trying to make all the money at once, you have challenges, because people will lose confidence in you. When people see that the rate at which you are selling your service or goods is far higher than what is obtainable elsewhere, you will lose those customers or those clients permanently. So it is good to just have marginal profit on a sustainable level than to try to grab everything at once. You know, then that number 1, family pressure or family need. Number 2, greed. Number 3, distractions. What are distractions in investment? Distractions for, let me give an example for ladies. Maybe you are doing a business, you are selling clothes or things like that. Then somebody comes to you and shows you an earring, a gold earring. That's, you know, maybe all your investment that you have is like let's say $1,000, and somebody comes to you with a gold earring that's worth like maybe $300. Immediately you buy that earring, even if you bought it on credit, the bulk of your income of your investment is gone. You have lost the bulk of your investment. That is distraction. You know, that's a distraction. You are a businessman, you're doing transportation business, and you begin to pick people for free. You begin to pick ladies on the road for free and they don't pay. That's a distraction going to take away your investment. If you are into real estate and you begin to you invested your money in a small property, maybe like a 2-bedroom apartment or 1-bedroom apartment or a hostel where people are near university, and you tell students to come pay rent and stay there, and you begin to bring in friends to stay there for free, or family members to stay there for free, or your girlfriend to stay in that place for free. That's a big distraction that is going to ruin your investment. So you need to be aware of family pressure or family needs. Balance taking care of your family with running a sustainable business. Don't allow sentiment to ruin your business. Then we talked about number 2, enemies of investment: greed. We said greed. If you are too greedy, you are going to lose all your money. You are going to lose all your money at once, or you are going to lose your clients, and you are not going to have a sustainable income. So it's better for you to make marginal profit over time than to sell your services or your goods far above the market rate. When your clients or your customers or your friends that are patronizing, you find out that you are selling far higher than the obtainable rates in the market, they will abandon you and they will not patronize you again. You lose their trust and confidence. So let me just go over what I said again before, because of people that are just joining us. Today we are talking about investment decisions, and we said there are 5, according to Strategiee Business School, we have 5 pentagon of investment. Number 1 is food. We encourage you to invest in real estate, like land and property. We encourage you to invest in transportation. These are critical needs of people. Clothing and information. Information has to do with the internet, anything information, and people always require food, people always require housing, they always need transport, they always need clothing, and they always need information. So these are the areas. Then we talked about the enemies of investment. We say family pressure, family needs. We talked about greed, trying to make all the money at once, and we talked about distractions. I said, for example, if you open a restaurant, and a major distraction is to tell friends to come to your restaurant to eat for free, that is going to run down your investment and ruin your business. So you have to be smart. You have to be street smart as an investor. You have to be street smart. So we're going to talk further on what I call the laws of investment. Before you start any business, there are some there are some things you must look at critically. There are some things you must look at. Number 1 is your data. You have to find out about the business you want to do. You have to analyze your data. What money is going to come to you? Find out the business environment. Get information. When I was where there was a place I was living before, there's one young guy that was a very young boy, the boy is around 9 or 10 years old. The boy knows information about everybody living on that street. He's not too schooled. It's not like he went to school, but he's a young child, but he's always on that street. But he knows who owns what car, who is living in what house, what they buy from the store. He knows everything because people send him to buy stuff from the store. So you need information. You need data about the business you are doing. You need to get out adequate data about the environment around you, where you are running your business, whether you are into food business or real estate or transportation or selling of clothes or information. When I say information, is diversified. You may be running school. If you are running a school, you are providing information for children. You are providing information. You are providing knowledge. Information has to do with knowledge. So whether you are running internet business, school business, it's all under information. So I said there are things that are enemies of your investment: family pressure, greed, and distractions. Now we are talking about laws you must consider before investment. You must have data. You must do research. You must find out about this business you want to put your money into. No matter how lucrative, people come to you, they say put your money here, in 2 weeks you get put $100 in the 2 weeks. You get $200, like the so-called MMM that just passed, and a lot of people lost their money. You must get adequate information about this business you want to do. Find out. Don't look at the glossy advert or pamphlet that they are distributing, or people giving some people set up a scam on the internet. They recruit their friends to come and comment and post pictures about how they, like somebody that said you put in $200, next week you make $250. Then he gets his friend to post a lot of pictures of alert that they have received or money that they have received. It's all a scam. You must get background. You must be street smart with your money. If you lose your money, you're not going to get it back. So you have to be street smart. Find out information from the third party. Like that young guy on my street back then that knew information about everybody. The day thieves came to my house when I went to church and stole things from, he told me the particular people that came to their house. Although you could not apprehend them, but he knew them. Be street smart, get information about the business you want to do. Then the security of your investment. These laws are in place. Before you put in your money into anything, you must follow these laws. The security. this where you are, this thing environment where you are going to do business, are there thieves around that place? Do they burgle things around that place? Don't just go and buy your goods or your wares, or set up your business center or your office somewhere where there is no security, maybe where there are kidnappers, known for an area known for prostitution, or known for things that are social vices that policemen come there, or somewhere you can easily lose your investment and lose your money. Don't give, if you have a car and you want to invest in transportation, don't give your car to somebody that you don't know his background. We heard about stories of people that, you want to start Uber, you just get this guy from somewhere and you give him your car, you don't even know, he just drives off the car and steals your investment, and your investment collapses totally. That is unwise. You have to do security background, security check on your proposed supplier. Maybe you want to be selling food stuff or something. This man that is telling you to send money is going to send you good. Find out about the person. Add a third party. If somebody calls you to do a business, check on Truecaller. If this person is a scammer, when you check on Truecaller, you will see somebody, the name will be saved as scam or something. Somebody is calling you, find out, do background check on this business you want to do, on these clothes you want to start selling. Find out adequate information about this place you want to go and build a 2-bedroom flat. Are there the students there, are they always rioting and burning buildings and destroying property? The people that you are going to bring into this 1-bedroom apartment near in this university of so and so, are they violent students? This student, is he a cultist? Is he an armed robber? Find out information, adequate information. Be street smart. Number 3, be street smart. To be street smart means you have some level of cunningness. You have some level of cunning. You are a bit sly. You must understand the environment. Jesus said, be gentle as a dove, but be wise as a serpent. That means be street smart. To be street smart means to be gentle. You are gentle. You want to help people. You want to do business. You want to make money. But at the same time, you are looking with your so-called corner eye. You are looking. You are making sure that your money is not going down the drain. You are making the right decision. You are evaluating the people around you. This person that you want to give your car to, this person you are selling clothes to, is he going to pay back your money? Get adequate information from the street. Because the people you'll be dealing with, one way or the other, some of them may be trying to rip you off your investment. So we'll talk finally about sustainability of your business. Sustainability of your business. The law of sustainability. Law of sustainability in business. Number 1 law is empathy and honesty. Be care for your clients. Whoever you are providing goods or services to, you must care about them. You must have compassion for them. You must understand them and what they are going through and what their needs are. And you must be honest and straightforward in your dealings. If people find out that you are stealing from them, or you are not being sincere, or you are overcharging or overpricing the services you are rendering, they may patronize you for the first time, but you will not see them again. It's very important that you show empathy and you are honest with your client. If you are running an information business like a school, make sure you are straightforward with your teacher and show empathy, your teachers and parents, and show empathy for children. Don't maybe the child is owing fees and you just send the child home, and the child does not have. If there's no way the parents will pick up the child at that particular time, don't be mean, be balanced. You want to make your money, but at the same time show concern and be honest and straightforward with people. Tell them the truth always. Even if it's going to hurt your business a bit, be straightforward with people. When people trust you, they tend to patronize you more. Some of your clients that come to patronize you, they may even invest in your business when they see that you are a straightforward person and you're a sincere person. Number 2 is law of dynamism, adaptability and sensitivity. Dynamism means you are always evolving, upgrading your business, changing your packaging, your branding. You can start business with selling food in a small pack, then later you can upgrade by branding the pack, making it look more beautiful. If you are selling things, you are into information business, you are selling books or you are writing books, you may be selling the hard copies of the books. Then you can evolve into selling on Kindle on Amazon. You can start selling your books on Amazon. That's adaptability. Then sensitivity. Be careful. Make sure you don't overchange your brand so that you don't lose your brand identity. Like there's a kind of sugar I used to eat when I was back home. That sugar has been in the same pack for over 40 years. I've known it. Why? Because they know that they don't need to do too much packaging. You know, they are sensitive to the customer. They don't want to lose their brand and the identity, so they keep it the same color and they keep it the same brand. They sell it like that. They make more profit. People like it like that. So you don't, even when people like something, when something is succeeding, don't make unnecessary changes. That is law of dynamism, adaptability, and sensitivity. Then number 3, the law of no. For your business to be sustainable, you must know the law of no. The law of no means no to credit, no to free stuff, no to selling to friends or families that will not pay you. When you sell your goods and services to family members, no matter how close they are, some of them don't pay back and it may cause you problem. If you want to support people, your family members, you can give them things from your personal pocket, not from your business. When you start giving out free stuff from your business, from your investment, like your transportation business, and you begin to give free rides, or you build a small hostel around the university and you welcome your family members to come and start staying there for free. They are living on that campus. Before you know it, you are going to lose your money and totally lose your investment. Then law of under law of no, I talked about no credit. When I say no credit, I don't mean that you cannot get goods on credit and sell, or you cannot sell on credit at all. I mean that there are some people you don't sell on credit to because they don't have a track record of paying you back, or they have a track record of paying you very late, and you tend to lose money when you give them any kind of credit. Because for your business to scale up and to grow, you may need to provide some level of credit to some people, but you have to identify and understand the kind of people you are dealing with. That's why I said you must be wise as serpent and gentle as a dove. Now I'll just go over what we have said today. We talked about the investment decision. We are talking about how to deploy your capital and make returns on your money, like we discussed last week on access to capital. So we said 5 critical needs of people is food, real estate, that's housing, then transportation, clothing, and information. These are the things that people spend money on. When you say information, you're talking about education, the internet, use of the internet, telephone, things like that, clothing, people, like what people wear, transportation, movement from one place to the other, food, everybody eats, and the people always spend money on food. So you can decide to invest your money in the food business. Like I said, after these trainings, we are going to support some people to start up business. And we also talked about enemies of investment. We said family pressure or family needs can erode your business. Number 2, greed can ruin your business. If you have a bad reputation of being unfair to people when you are selling goods or services, the bad news spreads fast, and when people know you are unfair, they will not patronize you on a sustainable basis. Then we talked about distraction, and I gave an example of a man that is selling, that is into transportation business, and he start picking ladies for free, or he has a house, an hostel, renting an apartment, and he start getting in people, and people that are not going to pay for the rent. You know, that's a big distraction. Then we talked about things you must consider before your investment. We said you must have adequate data and do research. Be street smart. Find out all the information you need to find out about the security of the environment, of your investment, where you are going to put your money. Be sure that your money is secure. If you're going to build a small hostel near university, find out all the information about that environment. Security is very critical, because if there's a compromise of security, all your money, all your investment, all your everything is gone within 5 minutes, within a few minutes. So you want to be smart. If you have money, like if you're going to put 1,000, let's say $5,000 to build a hostel accommodation near your university, get the adequate information about that environment. Don't just go and buy land and start building. Or you want to invest in land, you want to buy land that you can resell. Don't just go buy land from nobody. Find out all the details. in that environment, if you put your money, are you going to get your money back? Find out about the rate of rent in that environment. Find out about, if you want to put your money in food business, find out about the population of people in that environment. Get information from the street. Find out what do people there, what do they eat, what's their taste, find out about their feeding habits before you just jump. You just see an opening somewhere, you just go pay accommodation and you start putting all your money into food business and you don't get returns. You may not recover from that. That's why Jesus said, if you want to do anything, you must count the cost. So finally, we talked about law of sustainability, and we said empathy and honesty is number one. You must be sincere with your client and your customers. Then you must show concern. Like if you are running a school business and the child has not paid fees, don't just chase the child away where the parents cannot see the child or come pick the child. You must be honest. Then we said law of dynamism and adaptability. Dynamism, adaptability, and sensitivity. You must be dynamic, evolve your brand. Make sure you are evolving your brand. Then we talked about law of no to credit, no to family, giving things to family members. Your business will easily run down if you're always giving out free things to friends. You are running a restaurant and all your friends are always coming to eat for free. Before you know it, your business will fold up. So law of sacrifice. You must make sacrifices for your business. Sometimes your business may need extra attention. You may need to stay up late, to stay up late in the night to do some packaging. You may need to wake up very early. You may need to deny yourself some soda or eating fast food. Deny yourself some things, luxuries you should buy. Maybe you want to do transport business and all you have is a car. You may need to deny yourself some comfort, put out that car for Uber and deny yourself some things. Law of sacrifice is very important for sustainability. For you to rise in life, you must be ready to make some sacrifices. Life is spiritual. When I say sacrifice, if you make money from your business, you should be able to pay tithe. If you don't pay tithe on your business that you are doing, before you know it, something emergency may happen, something bad may happen, and you expose yourself to danger, and all your investment is gone. So sacrifice involves giving. Give to God from your money. Let your investment be tied to God. There is no neutrality in business. It's either you are serving God or you are serving mammon. If your money is not going to God from tithe and offering, then it's indirectly going to the devil. And if your business is not tied to God, it must be tied to there's no successful businessman or politician or investor in the world that does not have a link to something spiritual, that does not make sacrifices. You are a child of God. You must be making sacrifices, giving to the things of God, supporting the gospel, paying your tithe and offering. If that you are consistent in what you're doing, your motion can only be upward and forward. As you are paying your tithe, as you are connected with things of God, as your heart is linked to the house of God, you see God will continually bless your business. He said, whatsoever you lay your hands, it shall prosper. So all these principles I've taught you, the final and the most important thing is this law of sacrifice. There's nothing, life is spiritual. Everything about life is spiritual. When you understand that you cannot succeed, you cannot be prosperous without being tied, paying attention to spiritual things. There's no way you can succeed in life without being spiritual. It's either you go and make sacrifice to the devil or you make sacrifice to God. So that is the essence of your prosperity. Praise the Lord. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate people that so I'll just ask one or two questions. I want you to mention 3 key points that you have learned from this training. 3 key points. I'm going to buy dinner for some people that can answer those questions. 3 major things you have learned from this training today. 3 major things, and make sure it's in line with our outline. So before we round up, before we pray, I will just finally go through what we have learned today. We talked about investment decisions. We said there are some critical human needs: food, real estate, transportation, clothing, and information. And I said information involves things like school, internet, business, or whatever. Clothing, transportation like Uber, real estate like building a self-contained hostel near university. We talked about food, Then we talked about enemies of investment, family pressure or family needs, greed, distractions. Then we talked about things you must consider before putting your money in any business. You must get enough information and data about that business. How are you going to make income? What are the expenses you are going to incur? What is the business environment? Who are the people doing that business initially? How much are they making? Do critical analysis or profitability analysis on whatever you want to invest in. You must be street smart, and you must think about security of the environment. Then we talked about sustainability. You must show empathy and honesty, dynamism, adaptability, and sensitivity. You must learn to say no. You must learn to make sacrifices. Thank you for participating today. I know you have been blessed. Do not forget, we have packages for people that are participating consistently in this training, and today you can win a dinner ticket by just writing 3 major things you have learned from this training. The assignment I'm giving you is for you to write between now and next week. Write a 1-page proposal on the business you want to do and how you intend to implement your proposal. Just 1 page. Write it. Don't get somebody to write it for you. Write it by yourself, because when I read it, I will know your language. What you want to do. We are thinking of supporting a few people to set up themselves. Thank you for participating. I want to appreciate the grace of God for your life. I look forward to your success.